You're making a difference in someone else's lives and not just only thinking about yourself.
Smallest thing can make a big difference in a child.
The dollars go directly to help the folks in the community.
Anything can make a big difference. Champions for Kids helps organizations which are already in place to help in our community. We just help them give kids hope, a little more hope, and it always helps to have a little extra money in the cash register to do that with. We sort of select the ones that we think really have low administrative cost, and we know that the dollars are going for good use, and they're going to get down to the level we want it to get to and really have an effect. You take Achievable Dream, which is a school for kids at the poverty level. It's life-changing because they go to school, they get a breakfast, they meet special people in the community, and their whole day starts with the Pledge Allegiance to the flag and singing the Star Spangled Banner. I mean, you can't set a better standard than that.
What is the golden rule, everybody?
How would I feel if somebody did it to me?
We offer the social, academic, and moral education. These students need hope for their future. All they see is blight, so they need hope. We try to identify those students throughout the city that have the most challenges. Experiences, field trips are a big part of our culture. Last year, K through 12 in Newport News, our students participated in 95 field trips. Champions for Kids has supported so many students in Hampton Roads, and especially in Achievable Dream. So when people support Champions for Kids, they're ultimately supporting an Achievable Dream and our students and their futures.
Our scholarship program's in every high school in the city of Virginia Beach. We have a school teacher on board who sells cars for us now, and she does a great job overseeing this program with the city. It's based on kids who are doing stuff outside the classroom. They're volunteering, they're supporting organizations, they're giving back, which is what we're all about.
I applied. It was a short essay on community service, and I wrote mine about CHKD and my service there. With the help from the Champion for Kids Scholarship, I'm able to start my first year at UVA for biomedical engineering.
We provide healthcare for any child who needs us, regardless of their family's ability to pay. If you need heart surgery, if you have cancer, if you have asthma, if you've been a victim of child abuse, no matter what happens to you as a child, we can take care of you, or we'll do our best to take care of you at Children's Hospital, the King's Daughters, so you're local. Because we care for any child who comes to us, regardless of their family's financial means, we are very dependent on the communities to support us with their dollars, with their time, with their money, and we really could not do the job that we do without community support. So we're really grateful for Champions for Kids because we are dependent on community support, and without organizations like Champions for Kids, we couldn't do what we do. So I want to thank everyone out there who contributes to them because we benefit, and if all the families could thank you personally, I know that they would.
My wife and granddaughter went on Operation Smile trip this year in Paraguay. They came back and it's just ecstatic on how the whole experience was and how the satisfaction and the wealth that they got out of that was just, you can't put it on paper. They go all over the world and do things that no one else could do. They operate on children who have cleft palates, cleft lips, and that is life-changing. It's going to change their appearance and their whole self-esteem for the rest of their life.
Operation Smile now has been part of this community for 33 years. On an average, we'll do 22,000 surgeries in a year. Champions for Kids is about the future of children, right? So this is what we're all about. So funding for a mission, we have students that go out on our missions, helping that funding of those students to get there, to be part of that mission. They come back here, I can tell you, changed. They will never think the same again. It's amazing what Champion for Kids can do, even for the future, because we're changing the lives of our own community of students, and we're changing the lives of the community that we work in. So the future is about children and their lives, and Champions for Kids is making that possible.
Stop Abuse was an interesting program I saw 4, 5, 6 years ago. They would go into elementary schools and pre-K and kindergarten, first grade maybe, and they would do these marionette shows about sexual abuse that would have never came forward without this marionette show. So we got behind that, and we've been a big supporter ever since.
Boys and girls, this is my friend Simon, and Simon is like that deep voice inside you that tells you right from wrong. He's kind of like your conscience. Stop Abuse is a tax-exempt organization where we have a program that teaches young children how to recognize, prevent, and disclose sexual abuse. Children's rights are human rights, so I think it's really important for every child to be able to know how to protect themselves and the sanctity of their bodies. We've performed now for over 250,000 children just in the Hampton Roads, Virginia area, and thousands of children have been able to prevent abuse. Our program was responsible for helping put 158 child molesters in prison. So yeah, thank you God, and thank you Charlie Barker, because we have to raise a lot of money to do this. Champions for Kids and Charles Barker Automotive were the title sponsors for our last Kids Fandango Festival, and it was a huge success. And from the money raised, we were able to bring our program to many, many more children. It's absolutely amazing what Charles Barker and his foundation have done for us.
Junior Achievement, you've got kids that need special attention and education, and it's in the high school level, they teach kids how to be financially responsible, you know, how to plan their day, be entrepreneurs in a high school setting. So when they leave, go to college, and then they just gain this knowledge, it takes it further, but that's where it starts.
We send volunteers into the classroom and mentors that share their real life experiences with the kids. These mentors are teaching the kids how to be good citizens, how to be financially stable, how to be prepared for the world of work, and how to be successful once they do get those jobs. Champions for Kids helps Junior Achievement by providing financial support that allows us to offer our programs to not only schools but other nonprofits at no charge. Our whole staff at Junior Achievement can't express how much that Charles Barker and Champions for Kids help us do our job.
The public school system asks people to volunteer to pack up breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the weekends for kids who need it, who are in need. And during the year, lunches for kids who are in need and dinner. So our folks chipped in, and there was a special event at the town center where they packed up backpacks, one right after the other, full of food, so these kids would have something to eat.
Champions for Kids is a great partner for the Beach Bags program. In the past, they've held food drives at locations and collected food items. And in addition, teams of volunteers have come out to help collect food at our citywide food drive and also pack hundreds of bags that went directly to children in our community. Unfortunately, poverty is a very real and persistent problem in our city and therefore in our schools. Champions for Kids' involvement with the Beach Bags program means that children in need are getting enough to eat over weekends and school breaks when they might otherwise go hungry. And that is a contribution and value to the community that you can't put a price tag on.
The Navy SEAL Team Foundation is very important to us because these fellows are all, a lot of them are trained here, and they go on very, as we know, very dangerous missions, and some of them don't come back, but they leave a family, a wife and children here. So that foundation really supports that, and we like to support that.
Our mission is to provide immediate and ongoing support for the Naval Special Warfare community and their families. It includes things like scholarships, tuition assistance for the active duty. We have some remote duty station educational support in areas where the educational opportunities for the families may not be as good as what we have in the States every day. These families sacrifice so much for all of our safety. they can be gone from their families up to 270 days a year. More than half of the Navy SEALs in the country, or about half, are located here in Hampton Roads. When we suffer their losses, you know, we participate in them. It affects this community in a big way. Champions for Kids helps the Navy SEAL Foundation ensure that we're sustainable. So through partnerships with Champions for Kids, we have the ability to know that we have funding. You know, that next year a program we created is still going to be there.
What we do, I think, offers hope to some organizations that they can go out and they can help a needy child or a needy family or a group of children. The Boys and Girls Club, for example, I mean, it's a safe place for them to go. I've visited Boys and Girls Club in Virginia Beach, and I tell you, you walk in there at 3:30 in the afternoon and it's a screaming madhouse, but yeah, you got to love it because they're just having a great time. And some of them would be home without parents after school. The programs they work in the summertime, you know, they get dropped off at 6 or 6:30 in the morning, they get picked up at 6 o'clock at night, they get a hot lunch, they may not eat lunch that day.
The population of kids that we serve, we actually locate our clubs in the neighborhoods who need us the most. And some of those neighborhoods are disadvantaged neighborhoods with challenges, some with youth violence and other issues, poverty. We help them with homework help, tutoring. We provide mentoring programs. Boys and Girls Clubs are concerned with the general health of our young people, and Smart Smiles is a program to help them with their dental needs, and Bright Eyes is a program that helps them with their vision, if there's impaired vision. We also do gang prevention programs in the community, workforce development programs. We try to find those things that the kids need assistance with, and we supplement their life, the schools, their parents, and help them with those things. Boys and Girls Clubs is extremely appreciative of Champions for Kids. It's another avenue that they're spreading the word about the challenges that young people have, and it's resources that we don't have to be directly involved in helping to raise, but do make a major impact with us, so we are extremely appreciative of their efforts.
We raised over $3 million for youth programs throughout Hampton Roads, and we're really excited about it. Last year we got all of our employees involved in it. They're excited. We got another meeting to launch it for 2016 internally with our people.
Walking down those hallways every day, seeing some of the same teachers that taught me. The thing about it,
people should get involved in Champions for Kids because it helps a lot of people who can't help themselves, a lot of young kids who can't help themselves. You might be getting somebody a better education, might get a child out of poverty. So this is just a foundation that funnels that and sort of organizes that to do, you know, good throughout Hampton Roads for Kids. Kids are our future.
Give to Champions for Kids. It'll make you feel good.
Donate to Champions for Kids. You'll make the difference.